Hey guys, Izanagi here, and today I will be doing a video on the new DLSS 5. Yeah, a non-political video for once. I did see this online and I was just like, it looks so goddamn weird. I've only seen some clips and images, so I'm going to watch this digital Foundry video and try to remain open-minded, and yeah, let's just jump right in.
Hello there and welcome to a DF Direct special. We are at GTC at San Jose in America, and we have just seen
this is the one
DLSS 5 and technologies we've seen.
Okay, so like this image here, for example. This looks like
transformative.
Okay, this is the character. I haven't played the Resident Evil Requiem, so this is the character in the vanilla game. Why is the... Hang on, let me turn the... It's 360p, holy shit, no wonder I can't see anything. Okay, much better.
Next generation technologies.
Off, okay. You know what this reminds me of? I've got a Samsung phone. It reminds me of like the filters you get on like the Samsung phone. It just looks so fake. Yeah, it's like a different character.
To say that it's one of the most surprising, potentially disruptive.
This one, that transition doesn't look too bad.
Transformative.
But this one
next
here
generation
is just like,
technologies we've seen.
Yeah, no. It just completely... It's a complete insult to the original artists who designed this character. It's just like, oh, we're going to slap an AI filter onto it. And I don't like that at all.
Being brought
we got Leon.
to lighting. The attempt being to bring photo...
For the most part, I don't know.
Brought
Leon
to lighting.
The AI upscale, quote unquote, the AI upscale version of Leon doesn't look as bad as Grace.
The attempt being to
if I'm being honest, it looks like there's a bit more lighting on the face.
Photorealism to the games of today, and indeed
to be fair with Starfield, the character, the game looks ugly by default, right? I'm not gonna lie, like no hate on Starfield. So maybe this uncanny vibe AI filter does make the character models look better, but they weren't exactly impressive to begin with. I'm not gonna lie. Like the character models in a Bethesda game have never looked good. They've always kind of looked like potatoes if you played like OG Oblivion.
Tomorrow, Oliver McKenzie, you're joining me. You saw the demo as well.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing with this though, it just seems like for a lot of these scenes, not only does it kind of like replace the characters' details where they look like completely different characters. Sometimes it's not so bad. Sometimes it's just the same character but slightly more detailed face. But a lot of the times it's just like it seems like this DLSS 5 is like a filter. Has anyone got the NVIDIA app, and you can basically put like filters like RGB lights? It's just it's just like you're adjusting the brightness and contrast ratio. It doesn't even seem like it's that better.
Rich, I think this is probably the most impressive by quite a lot game demo I've seen in my time at Digital.
And it is basically an attempt to would see like an
okay, so yeah, for example, DLSS 5 off.
Increase in hardware technology performance that would enable new.
Yeah, it literally just looked like someone like I went on my monitor and I turned the brightness up, or maybe I enabled my HDR. Because I do have a monitor that's HDR compatible, but I turn it off by default because a lot of times there's some games it's not really compatible with. That just looks like when I turn my HDR setting on. I don't know. Like I know, is it really that impressive? I don't know. It's still in its infancy stage. It's gonna get better over the time with the technology, etc., etc. But I just don't. Considering it's destroying the planet and all the extra money we got to pay for electricity and data centers and water, it's just, I don't know. Is this really worth it? I don't know.
Lighting technique.
And also, even if you implement this DLSS 5, is it actually going to save you on performance? Is that the goal?
But I think what NVIDIA are essentially trying to do is kind of like bypass all of that, taking us like a generation or two beyond lighting as it's seen today, and it's done entirely through machine learning with a new form of DLSS.
It just looks like you've got filters on for HDR and brightness and contrast.
That is complementary to the existing
G-shade, that's it, yeah. G-shade and reshade, that's basically what it is.
generation and super resolution. So yeah, it's basically like a a new string to the bow of DLSS. But you know, I think our first point of contact was this particular image of Resident Evil Requiem, where we saw
that is very AI uncanny valley vibe.
This sequence here. So that's the original past-facing version that you're seeing there, and then kind of like the DLSS.
Yeah. So okay, this is a better example to compare the two images. So. Yeah, her lips are different. She's got like lipstick in this one. Her nose is kind of different. The eyes are different. The hair is definitely more detailed. I give it that. For some reason, the NPCs in the background are kind of disappeared. Yeah, I don't know. It is just weird. It's like she's gone from awkward, dorky. I think she's supposed to be like a detective or something. To like, she looks like a model.
There's 5 take on it.
It's almost like a different character.
Oliver, what do you think of this? Because this is like quite extraordinary. We honestly, when we saw this for the first time, we didn't know actually what DLSS.
Oh, I hate ads. I need to get ad block.
Source top talent even while you're away with the help of Hiring Assistant.
And they appear much more realistic and lifelike, I would say.
Oh, isn't there one for Starfield?
Or the other demos that we saw and the other shots that we saw in these games, I wasn't seeing nearly as much of a.
Okay, this is where it off. Oh my god, Starfield looks so ugly, doesn't it? And it's crazy because like Starfield's actually a pretty demanding game. Like you need a pretty decent-ish rig to run it at like high settings. It just doesn't look good though.
Difference in terms of that DLSS 5.
Does it look better with the filter? I don't even know, man. I mean, the lighting looks kind of better, but like I said before, you just get reshade or G-shade for that. But the face still suffers from the uncanny valley vibes. Is there any more?
In this demo with two 5090s, but that's obviously not the intent. They want to ship it. They intend to ship it on single GPU systems when this launches in fall of 2020.
Wait, so is this running on 2 GPUs? I'm a bit confused with that. Hang on, let's go back. Because this is running on a 5090, by the way. So, like, you know, you only need to spend, like, $3,000 and, like, have a nuclear reactor in your house. Also, you have to pray that the power cables for your power supply unit don't fucking burn. Because there's been a lot of that happening with 5090s.
Basically made it clear.
Think about this. Imagine spending almost $3,000 on, like, a product. And we're talking just a GPU here. We're not even talking, like, a whole computer. And you might have the unfortunate circumstance of it running so hot with so much power that it literally burns your power supply unit cable. Like, you'd think there'd be some sort of, like, quality control testing, right? If you're going to sell a product for that amount of money. I don't know, it's insane to me.
The VRAM requirements at this stage aren't so steep.
Right.
I couldn't run on a single consumer GeForce GPU, so presumably like a 5090 GPU. Right. They were running in this demo with two 5090s, but that's obviously not the intent.
Two 5090s, Jesus. So there you go. You just need, I don't know what, $6,000 to run your games with a AI slot filter / RGB filter.
They want to ship it. They intend to ship it on single GPU systems when this launches in fall of 2026.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming out this year, so we will have hands-on impressions very soon of how this technology is going to work. Because it's DLSS 5, right? So I'm assuming if you apply this AI filter, it's going to save you on your in-game performance. It would be kind of counterproductive if it didn't, right? But who knows?
Which isn't so far away.
No, it's not so far away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think maybe if we look at some of the other demos here, I think Starfield is a really interesting one because the base imagery, of course, is not rate-faced, not path-faced. And yet we're still seeing transformative changes here, particularly in terms of character.
I mean, it doesn't matter how much more. I mean, even if you want to say this looks better, like Starfield is still kind of a mid game. It's very mid.
quality as possible. Starfield obviously has some issues with its lighting. It's not ray traced, it tends to look very flat. And I thought DLSS 5 did a fantastic job enhancing.
I swear there's mods you can get to, like, for this. To fix, like, the lighting and the environment. I'm not too impressed, honestly.
The material properties along her clothing there. And indeed in her face, this colossal increase in lighting fidelity, where all of a sudden you're seeing proper subsurface scatter.
I wonder, because at the moment we've only been showed, obviously, this DLSS 5 with, like, kind of, like, realistic games. I wonder how it would look with, like, an anime-style game. Can you imagine anime characters with, like, Uncanny Valley-like faces? I'm thinking, like, Withering Waves or, like, Genshin Impact. Or Persona. I can imagine it would look very weird.
Unreal Engine 5 title, Software Lumen now is like radically transformed into something quite different.
But it's like I said previously, you know, this DLSS 5, it's still in its, like, infancy. Devs and NVIDIA themselves can do stuff where they tweak the AI to match artwork for their specific game. So it's more, like, true to the original design, maybe. That's what I'm guessing.
I'd say.
Yeah.
And...
okay. Off.
Never seen elves look this realistic. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Never seen elves look this realistic.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks the same.
And
you've never seen elves look this realistic. It's crazy.
I don't know, it just looks like the facial model got, like, different lighting for the face. I don't know.
And to sort of flip between the two there, you know, windows that look completely flat and opaque now actually seem to look properly correct. Yeah, it's just
all right. I'm not, like, nothing's really blown my mind away at the moment. Like, unless, like, you can use DLSS 5 and it's going to save you, it's going to, like, double your frame rate, then I could see something like this being like, okay, maybe it's a fair trade-off, but, like, I just...
presentation. Even they pointed out, like, some of the character models in the game are a little bit on the simpler side, but they still look a lot, I would say, but definitely the overall portrayal of those characters is much more sophisticated.
Go back.
And it's just a markedly improved presentation. Even they pointed out, like, some of the character models in the game are a little bit on the simpler side,
Oblivion NPC.
but they still look a lot better when
okay, this is a bit off.
We put DLSS 5 on. I mean, they look a little bit uncanny, I would say, but definitely the overall portrayal of those characters is much more sophisticated.
Yeah, and we also took a quick look at Assassin's Creed Shadows here, which is quite remarkable in how it's handling environmental lighting and shadow there. It's...
I would definitely agree here, but yeah, that question of artistic intent, I think it's going to be one that people are talking about for a long time with this technology. But I certainly can see the improvement in fidelity, if nothing else.
Okay, they gave the old lady more wrinkles. I mean, I guess that's pretty on brand.
The massive improvement in fidelity, especially for games that are more realistic. I'd be very curious to see this interact with a game like Hi-Fi Rush or something.
Right, yeah.
Where, like, that's a very deliberate style, obviously.
I think, okay, so I definitely do have mixed feelings on this. But one, DLSS 5, obviously it's in its infancy. It's very it's in its infancy. So there's a lot of improvements they can do on a case-by-case basis with very specific games. Like, for example, that Resident Evil Requiem with Grace. Completely different character. It looks ridiculous. But then there's other instances where the upscale doesn't look too bad. I just don't know in the long run if it's... I don't know. I'm just not very... I'm not the most pro AI kind of person, but I'm gonna remain open-minded and see where this goes. But at the moment, I'm not one of these people that are gonna, like, absolutely hate it, but I don't love it either. It's kind of like I'm kind of in the middle of the road. It just depends on, for me, multiple factors. Will this actually save people performance and, like, you know, because if you can run this and it can, I don't know, double, triple your frame rate. Pretty good. Number two, if they do implement this, can they make sure that it doesn't completely redesign existing character models and their faces and textures, because I think that's kind of like an insult to the original artists who worked on the game. You know, the art direction, the artists, it's kind of like stupid. And number 3, I hope this doesn't make game developers lazy, because I feel like we are heading down a path where eventually you're not going to own any sort of physical games. I mean, that's pretty much true for PC gaming already, right? You're not going to own any sort of physical hardware, be it consoles, traditional consoles, PC components, etc., etc. We're eventually going to get to a point where gaming is going to become a online service, much like Netflix, where you have a box, it connects to the internet, and you stream all your games from the cloud. You will own nothing and literally be happy with it. That's kind of like the dystopian future that I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, we'll see how it goes once this DLSS 5 gets released, and a lot more people get like hands-on first-time impressions with it. There'll be a lot more videos to see, and there'll be a lot more games to compare how this technology works in the wild. I cannot use it because I've got a 40 card, because, you know, I think this is DLSS 5 is locked to 50 series cards, so there's that. I have a 4080 Super, so I don't really see the point in getting a 5080, which is barely 5% better. It's kind of pointless, and I'm definitely not getting a 5090. That is way out of my price range. Hell no. It's like a $3,000 card. But yeah, I will try to remain somewhat open-minded. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you watched this video, leave a like on the video, a comment in the comment section if you want to discuss anything in particular. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Peace out.